No idea what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. Welcome back to another episode of 89 Garage. I need to start this episode out by telling you that I lost a bunch of video on my laptop. So this one is going to be short. I'm going to try to recover it, but I had been working on a video, and although I still do have the video that I recorded, I don't have the files of, all the music and editing that I've done already. So this is what you're going to get, and I'm sorry. I think that it is finally ready to be primered. Well. What have we got ourselves into today? Yep. Okie doke. Good enough for primer, right? Again, no idea what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. Yeah. Sounds good. Well, I was primering Frankie, and then I blew the hose on my compressor, so we're in timeout. Here's where I'm at right now. This primer is a lot lighter than I would have liked it to be, or I actually wish it was gray, to be honest with you. It's kind of hard to see on the white where I'm at. Haven't even got over here yet, as you can tell. So, here in a minute, I'll fix that compressor. I'm going to let it cool down because it's been running. We are making progress. We are full of flies in this damn garage today. I don't know what in the Sam Hill is going on today, but there are freaking flies everywhere. All right, well, that's where it's at.
Later that same evening.
All right, guys, Frankie is primered. That's a quart and a half. I do need to get some primer back and go around the bottom of that, because I had it right up against the, you can see where it was actually. I had it right up against there, and I thought I had that, but apparently not. But overall, it's getting there. Getting there. It's been a couple days since Frankie got primered now. It's good and dry. I'm hoping to get this thing all sanded down tomorrow, but I did, kind of go over it a little bit, and I mean, you can see where I went over it. It's just not getting down quite as far as I need it to be. This has been 2 years and 2 months in the making, almost 3 months now, and we're finally on the cusp of having this thing where I intended it to be from the get-go. Before we move on too much further, please like this video, comment below what you think, and above all, please subscribe. Let's keep going. I think it's ready. The crappy thing about this is it's supposed to be 100 degrees today. I don't know if I'm up for being out here painting 100 degrees. I have some things I probably ought to do a couple test runs with the paint before, we just paint the whole car. So I got the wing and the 2 door moldings that I can maybe set up something on a bench and bring those out to test on, I guess. Earlier in the video, I think I mentioned that when I was running the compressor doing the primer, I popped the breaker, I don't know, about 10 times. That's a real pain in the butt to stop, go in the house, reset the breaker and all that garbage. I have a lot of stuff running off of it, so I don't feel it's an issue with the compressor. I just think that circuit was getting overloaded. I got all my chargers for my DeWalt's plugged in there. I got my Got my camera system plugged in there. I got, you know, the lights run off of it. And at some point, I'm gonna put a dedicated circuit, actually probably 2 or 3, just for the garage. But when I did my basement, I ran my breakers in the house and I ran 220 out here. Home Depot actually sells an adapter for people that convert from an electric to a gas range, and well, they're out of them. So I made my own. I took a gabapentin today, so I'm a little cloudy, by the way. I went and bought all the stuff. I got it home, putting it all together, and I got it all the way together, and I'm like, this thing's got a hole in the bottom of it. It's meant to mount on the wall. So I just grabbed a chunk of wood that was laying around and slapped it on here for now. Maybe I'll mount it on the wall at some point. But this is just a temporary fix. I actually wired this up so each side is on its own breaker. So I just cut the tab in between on the hot side. I only use 12 gauge on this. This is 12.4. All the other stuff I've ran. This is another adapter I made for my plasma cutter. My plasma cutter came with a 3-prong and I wired it as 4. This is actually 10.4. My compressor is gonna be just fine on 12.4, and I also can run my welder off of it. That's only a 110 volt welder. I also used the 20 amp receptacle. Well, unfortunately, I just checked the temperature. We're already, I mean, it's like 11 o'clock in the morning, and we already are at 90 degrees. So the max temp you're supposed to spray this Rust-Oleum is at 90 degrees. So I'm gonna have to hurry really quick if I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna show you what I'm working with. We're gonna go with this ratio right here. 4 parts paint, 3 parts acetone, and 1 part catalyst. That's my catalyst. I got this from Amazon. I don't know, can't remember the price on that. I'll try and right here. These here are wonderful for mixing paint. Let's see. I got those at Home Depot. Those were $1.98 a piece, so $2 a piece for these. I got these stir sticks. That whole thing of stir sticks was $1.48. And then I picked this up here. I didn't think I had any problems with water in my system, but when I was doing the primer, I did have some paint, or I did have some issues with water dripping. So I'm gonna run this, and this also came with a couple filter. I've also been getting these at Home Depot. These are about $2 for 4 of them, something like that. But I mean, Home Depot has a lot of the stuff that you need just on their shelf. That's just something that is good to know if you're gonna do an El Cheapo paint job like me. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I'm not a fan of this aluminum color. It's extremely bright too. I had a really difficult time mixing it, and I don't like it. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna run it over here, make sure it's not just that. So I sprayed a little up here, and no, I'd rather be all blue, I think.
Later that same evening.
I really disliked that aluminum paint that I got to do the ground effects. So I went over to Home Depot and looked at their colors. First I looked online and I thought, man, this what's it called? It's gloss smoke gray. By the way, I got a haircut just a minute ago. But anyway, the smoke gray looks, I mean, I could put it on the whole car, honestly. That's how good I like it. It does kind of remind me of the gray that Ford uses on engine blocks, but it's also kind of like the Toyota, and there's a Chrysler gray that looks pretty close to it. The beauty of using this Rust-Oleum is if I don't like it, I can take it right back off and put something else on it. I was basically right here, just running the rest of the paint out of the hopper. So anyway, this here, it is not a perfect finish, but we already knew that was going to happen with this. This is why we're clearing it. Sorry I got interrupted there, so I don't know where I left off, but these are not like a smooth finish. They do need probably one more coat, but when we clear coat it, it's gonna even that out. It should anyway. At least that's my understanding and mostly my hope. The next couple days are still over 100. I got as much done as I could today without getting too hot. I think I painted this bumper when it was about 95, 97. So anyway, I do have a picture of it when it's light outside. I'm going to try to get a video out, even though I lost all my stuff. I'm going to try to get a video out real quick. It's going to be short, I'm sure. I lost all that data when my hard drive went kaput on me, but I want to deliver to my friends on the YouTube. Guys, keep the wheels on the ground. Like, share, and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon. Peace.